A very good morning, students and others eager to learn. This subject has no limit. Even at the age of 70 or 80, it would be relevant. Of course, it's more relevant to those who are growing fast in the initial stages of their career or entrepreneurship or practice itself. We should not let failure stop us. Malcolm Forbes rightly says failure is a success if we learn from it. So failure is not a loss. Failure is not a failure at all. It's a success, but we need to learn from it. It is like the past. When things go wrong in the past, we need not regret it. Rather, we learn from it. Everybody fails, each and every one. In fact, I boast of failing in almost everything I do at the initial stages. So fear of failure should not stop us from completing whatever jobs we have taken up, whatever projects we have taken up, and obviously to reach our goals, our dreams. Just so that all of us are in the context. Celebrities also fail. Sometimes they fail much more than you and me. Michael Jordan, basketball player, he said, failure is the cause of my success. I have failed so many times that I have succeeded. Very sound way of looking at it. In CA, I have failed a couple of times, but today I am on the top of the profession in my segment. But did I fail? I failed in many ways. I was a proprietor till the age of 40 odd. I had not learnt at all till then. But that failure made me look at myself very deeply, and I came up with my purpose for being a CA, what I should do in my life, and that transformed me. But if that failure was not there, I would have continued to be a reasonably successful, busy chartered accountant, possibly would not have contributed what I did today. Albert Einstein, he says that on an average, he would have failed 100 to 200 times in any invention. But every time he failed, he came to know what not to do. And he's one of the greatest scientists of the last 2 centuries. J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter fame. She was a best-selling author. She failed number of times. Abraham Lincoln was rejected many times for even small posts which he tried to get elected to. But finally, he was the president of the United States of America. We have seen a lot of movies of Steven Spielberg. They keep us riveted. Wonderful. How can he make movies like this? We wonder. But he also came through a lot of failures. What you could do after watching this video is you could just put quickly each of these in Google along with failure, and you will get to know how these people failed. This would give us an idea that it's okay to fail. So how is it okay to fail? What do I do when I fail? First is accept the failure. Feel that, you know, anger at yourself, self-criticality, everything you feel, feeling bad about it. Get the feeling in your body. Then say, okay, I failed. So what? Step back and look at it. When looking at it, look at why it happened. There is a reason why we did not do the job successfully. What actually happened? Analyze it in detail. What are the errors we made? List it down. While doing this, go to the root cause. Don't look superficially at why you failed. Go to the root cause of the error. Is it that I didn't understand something? Is it that my attitude was not correct? If so, I may have to correct that before I proceed. In fact, we have a wonderful video on overcoming limitations, which may be one of the causes of failure. Do not give up. Keep pushing yourself. If you fall 10 times, get up all 10 times. Sometimes we are very comfortable human beings. In Bangalore, we have got a wonderful weather and we want to be comfortable. Wonderful weather. Why should I get up in the morning at 5 o'clock? Many times for me, it happens. Now that I'm getting older, it's happening more. Move out of comfort zone. Challenge yourself. You know what to do. You know how to do, but take the step to say that I don't mind being uncomfortable. We also need to accept that life is a big leveler. That means the greatest people on earth, when they fail, they become like anybody else. Reality, sometimes we are flying, doing very well. Then, dham, one failure takes place, two failures, three, and suddenly we are little depressed. But remember, failure is part of life. Be grounded. Everybody fails, we already saw. Reschedule, rededicate, recommit to the task, project, or goal which you are doing. One aspect you should know that when you fail, which is an adversity, you feel very bad, etc., that's the time when you get wonderful alternatives, innovative solutions. So if you don't fail, you possibly will not get innovative solutions. You will just do it the way it has been done. There is nothing wrong in seeking support. I had this uh, mistaken belief for profession. Don't ask for help. Let it, you find the problem very difficult, spend enormous amount of time. Keep on doing yourself. But probably that's quite foolish, and I did realize that. So seek help, nothing wrong. Ask your colleague who is also in that same area. Ask your seniors. And let me tell you, in this world, there are so many people so generous. They will give you support freely, advice freely. They may even lend you certain things like books, tools which they have purchased. They'll give access to you. There are so many things which can happen when we ask. Sometimes we don't ask at all. We don't want to ask. We think it will become an obligation. This is not the way we should look at. Remember, when I ask you for support and you provide that support, our relationship is going to a different level. You will also ask me for support, which I will willingly give because you have supported me in the past. It's a win-win. Wonderful way of growing. Cooperate, collaborate, network. That can help us to give some insights which we have never thought of. This gentleman, he got the blacks in America voting rights. Can you imagine? He was one man. He says courage is the power of the mind to overcome fear. It was an amazing feat he did. In those days, there was no internet and he had no access to anything like newspapers where he could generate support. But just by having courage, he was able to get more than a lakh of people getting together in, if I'm not mistaken, Washington. And that particular meeting shook the powers of United States. And they were forced to give voting rights to the blacks. And today, of course, today we don't call them blacks. It's supposed to be a bad word. We have them in all positions. Obama was there. He was the president itself of United States. Now we have Kamala Harris, colored lady. And we from India take pride in saying she has some roots in India. She's standing against Trump. Really, courage is the power of the mind to overcome fear. They say also, one man with courage is an army. I think General Patton said that. What is crucial for bouncing back from failures or setbacks? How do you get up and come back? What is that one quality which is useful for that? Think about it. Pause the video, 1 minute, think, and then see the answer. Resilience. What is resilience? Resilience is the quality which says, I will not stop. Relentlessness, you can say. Perseverance, you can say. All of them are cousins, meaning more or less the same thing. I always felt that though I was not academically very qualified, I was perseverant. Even if I fail, I'll continue. Finally, I'll reach my goal. Sometimes my goals are delayed. I think I'll do something in 2 years. It'll then take some time and maybe 3 years. In fact, this happened just a few months back. I had a book which I was writing on how to flourish in career and practice. This was for chartered accountants. That book started and got stopped. In between, I tried something. Again, it was put in the cold storage because something else came up. If you look at it, I was unnecessarily postponing it. Then one fine day, I was looking at all the projects of mine which I have not done. And this was an important project because it can contribute to lakhs of people, not thousands, lakhs. It's not that what I've written in the book is new, but I put together everything. It's a collation of various experiences in life and a few examples from my own life and others. Like in this video, I use various names. So what is that quality which made me complete the book? Yesterday, I completed the book. So it's also going to be shared very soon. And I'm sure I will give the link in the Hiregange bridge also. So perseverance was that quality which made me complete the book. And completing is more important than great idea. All of you will agree. I hope that you got a few nuggets of inspiration from this particular talk. There is much more in the article, which is in the description. And of course, Google has hundreds of inspiring stories. You can look at somebody who is your model. Look at their life. They also could have failed many times. And how they overcame their failure will possibly be by the ways in which we have just looked at. Thank you very much. Keep your chin up. Always get up if you fall down. Thank you very much.